were supposed to be green, but maybe I was wrong. So that starts us off with the question, what makes an emerald an emerald? Well, emeralds are classified as gemstones, and technically a gemstone is a crystal composed of a single mineral. But it just can't be any old mineral, just like a gemstone an emerald as opposed to aqua as emerald. To find out for sure, though, we have to go down the color list. Green is obviously emerald. Yellow is heliodor, a form of crystallized beryl with a golden color. Teal is aquamarine, which I talked about already, getting its light blue color from iron 2+ ions. Adding a few more of those iron ions turns it darker, and you get yourself a blue beryl gemstone, Maxi. Max 6. And you get yourself the blue beryl gemstone, Mashishi. Red beryl doesn't have a cool name, it's just red beryl, tinted with manganese. Fun fact though, red beryl is about 150,000 times as rare as diamond, selling for as much as $141,000 per ounce. Forget worth its weight in gold, red beryl is worth literally 100 times the same amount of gold. So, red beryl, rare, but definitely possible. But here's where we start to run into problems. That darn purple emerald, which again is just an oxymoron. You see, purple varieties of beryl just don't exist. I mean, there are some forms of beryl that are technically classified as purple, like morganite, but that clearly looks more pink and definitely not the deep, rich shade of purple that we see in the Sonic games. There's also the teeny tiny problem of Sonic 2 and Sonic Mania, which both feature a purple emerald and a pink emerald, and the beryl species has no solution for that. Plus, doing more research, beryl crystals in the real world behave nothing like the ways we see Chaos Emeralds used in the Sonic games. I mean, when was the last time you saw tiny vibrations that are useful for sending information to a machine in a very precise manner? Kind of like a radio frequency. In fact, it's that exact property that led to quartz crystals being used in large numbers of different devices, like the quartz clock that was invented in 1927. Clocks that use a quartz crystal oscillator to generate a frequency so precise that these clocks are over 10 times more accurate than a traditional mechanical clock. It doesn't stop there. Quartz crystals also have the ability to store electric charges, something that we already talked about with the Chaos Emeralds. In addition to being used as power sources, Chaos Emeralds can also absorb power. We see it happen in Sonic Unleashed, in situations where the Chaos Emeralds are placed on the altar of the Gaia Temple to recharge them through the Earth's power. Quartz shares a similar ability. It possesses a high capacitance and is commonly used in circuit boards for its ability to store a charge. This would also help explain the Master Emerald, the gem power to counter or amplify the other emeralds. The Master Emerald, being a larger gemstone, would have naturally higher capacitance, allowing it to absorb the charges of the other smaller stones, nullifying these other rocks.
This is not a rock, this is a mineral for like 10th time.
Or transferring its own charge to a Chaos Emerald and thus amplifying its powers. So in essence, it becomes a gemstone. Charge, stores an electric charge, and can be recharged. All of these things just like the Chaos quote-unquote emeralds, which leaves us with one final question of color. Does quartz naturally occur in all the colors of the Chaos gems? Absolutely yes. Quartz, as a mineral species, comes in clear, yellow, red, blue, teal, pink, and purple varieties. They're all incredibly common. In an ironic twist, the rarest form of naturally occurring colored quartz crystal is praesiolite, or green quartz. The reason? Because it gets its green color from being exposed to radiation. Oh yeah! Now this doesn't necessarily mean that the Chaos Emeralds themselves are radioactive, but the fact that there are giant green quartz crystals on Angel Island seems to indicate that there might be something radioactive there. Could that potentially explain how talking hedgehogs, foxes, and echidnas suddenly sprung into existence? It would actually make sense. In the Sonic Origins comics, aliens bombard planet Earth with bombs intended to exterminate all life on the planet. The bombs melted life on Earth into a genetic ooze. According to official Sonic lore, DNA from the former human population merged with the DNA from the animal kingdom to form modern-day Mobians like Sonic and Tails. That is the official Sonic origin story, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I sound like a broken record, but seriously, the deeper you dive into the Sonic franchise, it is a dark, dark place. So what I'm trying to say here is that it would make perfect sense that these gene bombs would leave some sort of radioactive decay that gives us not only hedgehogs that can run faster than the speed of sound, but also the green quartz Chaos Emerald to rule them all. Now, if you'll excuse me, plumbing into the depths of Sonic has given me a headache. I need to go listen to some Christina Aguilera. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Gotta rub it the right way. Want to nerd out even more about gemstones? Remember that channel I talked about earlier, JTV? It's my friend Natalie's channel. She's a professional gemologist who's done a bunch of cool videos about topics like the crystals that power the lightsabers in Star Wars, the real-world equivalent of dragonglass from Game of Thrones. She makes 2 awesome videos about gems, fossils, crystals, and meteorites every single week. Since you're a fan of game theory, I'd actually recommend her most recent video, What Are Your Minecraft Gems Actually Worth? Click on the box to the left to check that one out. It's kind of like my video on what's Minecraft diamond armor worth, but even better. And if you like what you see coming from her, then subscribe and tell her that MatPat sent you. Also, leave her a comment with the word flapjack in it, because that'll really confuse her fans. We'll be like, haha, we know the secret, we know the inside joke, and they'll be like, what's going on? Why is everyone talking about flapjack? And now, if you'll excuse me, I feel like I'm actually in a pool. I'm sweating so bad. I'm in the closet right now, and it's really hot in California, so I don't have air conditioning right now.